What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hey everyone, it's Adam here. I have something special for you today. This is a reaction video to a match that I played against a guy from Arizona. His name is Drew. His YouTube channel is Drew Von Porte. I will put his channel and actually a link to this video up here. If you haven't seen the video, go watch this first. This is a match. It's long. It's about an hour long. We played an APA style. APA Master style match. So we did 5 games of 8-ball and then finished 9-ball race to 7. First person to 7 games wins. And he is a skill level 7. He has a Fargo, but he said it was from a long time ago and very, very few games. At the time, I believe I was a 654, 655, somewhere in there. I've since dropped to 631. That's my prize for winning second place in a tournament, I guess. But I'm going to try this. It may be weird because I'm going to kind of watch the YouTube video live. I'm going to pause it in some places. I may cut out a lot of this afterwards, but I'm going to try to answer a lot of the questions that Drew had and kind of explain what was going on. So let's get over there. Let's just kind of dive in and we'll see how this goes. Here we go.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel.
Hey, you took my opening line.
A good one here for you, okay? This is me. This is that lag as we start off. I'm on the right.
Yeah,
here,
I suck at legs.
I won the lag. Let's see if this is the only thing I win here today. I'm playing a guy named Adam. Now, this is not an APA League match, though we are going to play Masters format. So we're going to be starting with 8-ball, race to 7, y'all. We're going to play 5 games of 8-ball, and then the rest 9-ball. First one to win 7 total games, I'm breaking.
It's almost like I said that.
So this is Adam. He's really good pull shot. He's one of my subscribers.
It's a great break
but he also
here.
has his own YouTube channel. And if you don't believe me that he's a good shot, check out this video here where he plays the ghost in 10-ball. And plays the ghost or completely demolishes the ghost in 10-ball.
Obliterated, I think is the word I used.
Definitely check that out. He's a damn good shot. And he kind of commentated this whole way through everything that happened there in that little match he had set up. But he was going to be in town, and we've been chatting back and forth a little bit, talking about pool, different things like that. And he said, I'd love to show you how to play this game.
I did not say that.
If you want a challenge. And I said, all right, let's do it. So he's here in my little pool room. Looks like I'm going to take stripes. Oh, my God. Thank God I made that ball. Oh. And if this 15 ball goes, this is looking all right. Let's see
That's a great opening shot. I don't know if I would have taken stripes here. I might have gone for solids.
But he's in my room here on my table that I've played so many matches on that you guys have seen. I can't let him beat me in my home court advantage, right?
All right, home court advantage. Let's talk about this for a second. I'm going to pause this. Here's the excuses I'm coming up with. You can see, so there's a blue light like up towards the top that's kind of flashing. I guess that was from a TV. We didn't really notice it, but you can tell it's kind of shiny on the floor. For some reason, I had a lot of problems getting my footing. I use a much wider stance than most people just due to neck and physical issues. And it was tough to get my footing going. I wasn't really comfortable on the table for the first probably half an hour of this match. There's my excuse. I'm going to use that as many times as I can to make up for poor play. But until then, let's watch Drew run this out here and see what happens.
Let's check it out, man. First off, let's see if I can get down to this green stripe here one way or the other. Not there. Unfortunate.
Now here,
really
I almost would go
on one of these balls, so I had a little more control.
13 and bring the cue ball around
Honestly,
this way.
The 13 could get me to the right angle on the 12.
Because you can either then get the 12 on the side, or you can get the 14
I was playing pretty
short
good
side.
this night.
But I think he was holding it for the side pocket here.
Oh, what's that? Oh, the 14 ball goes in the left side?
Yeah, the problem with this is you got to get back on the 11 now. You're going to run into the 7. Unless you can draw it back straight.
My angle's a little sus here because I am going to be going into that 7 ball, I think.
It's like I just said that.
But let's see. So as far as why we're playing an APA Masters race, let's see if I make this.
That was good.
As far as why we're playing an APA Masters race, you know, we said we'll play something, and then when it came time to, I don't really like the line on this 11 ball, man. I don't remember. I know what the final score is. I don't really remember how this shook out, as per usual, guys.
I do because I've watched it already.
This was about, how long's it been, Adam? A week ago? 2 weeks ago? Something like that.
Friday?
This will be a few days before you see this anyway. But
November 8th, I think.
You know, we got together. He's like, all right, so what do you want to do?
Sounds about right.
And after I watched him completely smoke the Ghost and 10 ball, I knew we weren't going to play that.
Very nice shot.
I just really was hoping I was going to hit that 2 ball and come up a little bit.
I don't know where the 12 goes, though. Is it cutting the side?
Run killer right there. And you know, it all started with that, what was that, the 9 ball where I got in a weird position on all 3 of the leftover balls.
That's why I told you to play over here.
I kind of been chasing shape ever since then. And that's how it usually shakes out, guys. If the shape starts, you got to correct. I have yet to correct, and now I'm going to be dealing with this. Let's see if I can make some nasty cut in the side, it looks like. I don't particularly see a safe here. I think I got to shoot
There's no
this.
safe here.
I don't particularly see anything safe here.
There's safer spots, but there's no safe here. This is a really tough cut. Yeah.
Would I have had shape on the 8? Oh, damned, I would have.
Yeah, but if you'd have cut it in, I don't know if you still get there.
I'm happy that I did tie up his 1 ball, though. Let's see if he can figure this out. So anyways, we got together, and he's like, you know, what do you want to play? And I said, not 10 ball. I said, I've said it before here, guys. This is my favorite format of League. And I just like it as a match, you know, 8 ball and 9 ball clustered together. So you play a small set of 8 ball and then a medium set of 9 ball. Total race to 7.
Let me look at this rack. I am going to take the 3 ball here and just drift down. You know, 3's going in the left corner. I'm just going to drift down for the 5. And as long as I don't leave him right here, it's going to be safe. So this is my first shot at the table. I took 10 minutes worth of warm-up shots, and when I warm up, he's going to mention this later on in the video. I may cut that part out, I don't know. I tend to way overstroke things in warm-up because I think it loosens up my arm more. So I'm going to take some big draw shots, some big follow shots, some 3-rail leaves. I have one of my favorite shots is I put the cue ball here, put a ball in the center exactly straight in, and this is not going to be a straight line, exactly straight in the pocket. I jack up and hit just below center and a hard stun shot, and I pop those in. I made like 4 or 5 of those in a row right before we started, and I said, okay, I'm ready. But I really wasn't ready, so that's my excuse. Let's go on.
Jump cues, pushes off the 9, you know, on 9 ball breaks.
So we are playing APA Masters format, but we're playing BCA rules, if that makes any sense.
3 ball, it looks like.
So I made it. I don't think I left him a 12 ball shot. If I would have missed,
what
it's
his plan
close.
was there. If I had the audio, I bet if I turned it on, he was probably walking us through it. I gotta say, it's my first time meeting someone off the internet, not for sex. And no, I'm just kidding. No, but,
that you know about.
First time meeting someone like in this kind of scenario here.
Here I overhit it. I was trying to go for the 7. I was trying to get
straight on the 2 ball.
A little closer to the 7 up here so that I could play the 7 and then break out the 1 and still have the 2.
Safe. I don't know.
But I screwed it up. I have this tough shot in the 2.
And he's a super cool guy, man. We went and got dinner next door to this. Hung out for a little bit.
But I'm also going to try to bring it back.
I played this race, then John played him in a race, and then we just kind of messed around and had a good night. It was fun.
It was a fun night. And thank you again.
Oof.
So I biffed the shot, but I got it. I left it exactly
right.
where I was planning on.
That's all right. That's a shot you can kind of miss, right? And because he knew where he was putting the cue ball. He knew he wasn't going to be really leaving me anything here. So
I think I just bumped the camera. Sorry about that.
Let's hope I kick well. So I believe I'm trying to hit this in a way that I kind of hold the cue ball on the 1 ball.
So you need to hit really solid, thick into this 12 ball.
This reminded me a lot lot of kind of like my...
and kind of have
Anthony.
It just...
Again, I don't play...
Drift here, and the 12 goes here and down. It's a tough shot.
And
it's hard to judge the angles.
It just kind of took it to like another serious kind of level. Nope, I shaped the 1 for him. That did not work out, man.
Yeah, I got to hit a little bit on the other side. That was actually a little too thick, which is kind of funny.
Man? I tell you what. First of all, guys, there's a little flashing light up there at the top of the screen that I'm noticing now. It's probably just a TV.
Just draw over it.
It makes it blink. I'm probably gonna put a box there to cover it. So if you're seeing that, and you're wondering what the heck is this weird imperfection on the screen.
I took care of it. That's not distracting at all.
That's incredibly distracting right now. Man.
So I just have this like stun shot on the 1 ball to bring it down and up, and I just missed it. And sold out the game.
That at all. That is right. Like, oh, cool, man. Cool, cool, cool. Way to make me sound good. All right. That's a stupid miss. Hey, you know, home field advantage. It's going to take him a second to settle in, maybe. All right, does the 8-ball go on this left side? If not, I'm probably putting it in the bottom left corner here.
And he hit this. He crushed this.
This is
all the way around
curious.
everything and no shot.
Curiously stupid.
Now here, he could try
That was a dumb shot.
playing the cue ball off this way and down here. It's the
Sent that ball flying.
safest
Look,
way.
I pointed it up there. I wanted to be up there.
It'll go down
Obviously
to this top
not.
rail,
You
but
hit
I
it
can
that
just
hard.
play
Now I'm gonna try
something.
and cut this all the way over.
Put the cue ball on the
Man.
bottom rail in.
All right, hey guys.
He's gonna
We
try to
play
cut
better
it.
than This match does get better. I forgot how goofy this first rack was.
Yeah, this first rack
we
was
both
kind
just
of
took a few practice shots after dinner, hanging out here, and then we kind of went to it. So
almost. Now
I'll
here
say it again. At least I tied up his one ball.
he left me in a spot where I need to do something with the one again,
Um,
and it's hard to get it to it
It
from
gets
this
better.
angle.
at least I think it does.
But I can play it
We'll
here,
see.
cue ball here and out.
Now
And
you
if I
just
get the
gotta-
right
just
angle,
gotta
I
figure out
can
how to get over to that one ball.
come
And
over
if it's
here.
me right now, you could kind of go for it right now.
Yeah, I don't like
off
going
the
for
short
it right
rail.
now.
Oh, he wants to come all the way down.
Oh,
there.
I-
See,
okay.
I was thinking to shape this little pocket, this little spot over here on the right
See,
side.
it's been a
because if
while.
you
It's been a
mess it
couple
up
weeks.
and
I
it's
can't
not
remember
perfect, it's
exactly
not
what I
good,
did,
you'll
but
have
now
the
I
two
remember
ball.
what I
Let's
did.
see what he does. He's a better player than me, so
Not by a
he's
lot.
got a
Not
mean
by a
stroke,
lot.
man. It's like it's like a piston.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good shot. I guess he knows what he's doing. That's a pretty good shot right there.
I'll take it.
Ugh, I gotta say,
Stop, stop,
this
stop.
kind of
And I'm
sparked
out.
it up a little bit. After this, I had played that nice shot before that, and since this even, yeah, he goes down to the rail and back. See, it's probably nice that he's doing stuff like that now because you want to try and get a feel for the table and the rails and things like that.
Agreed.
I know it's a diamond pro cut, whatever it is. It's a diamond bar box, so you kind of they don't change. They're not too much different from the next one, but still, just to get a feel for things.
So this is weird for me because
And
I've been breaking
his
second
break
ball.
is mean, dude. He's got the BK rush.
If for some reason I decided to break head ball in this
Break
match,
is pretty solid.
which means I
Literally, he just
don't
made
make
a song.
anything. Or did I make something?
I think we're playing open on the break. 1, 2.
We're playing open on the break. We're not
this
playing take
case,
what you make. I did make something.
It's very runnable.
I should be out here.
The 7 ball's a little strange.
Struggle bus. If
Just
you see
because it
my
doesn't go in these pockets
couple
down
videos,
here,
I'll
so
put a
until
card
you
up
move
here.
the 6,
I was riding the struggle
which
bus
isn't the
pretty
end of the
good.
world.
I don't mean to talk over
Stripes
Drew,
are
but he
really
talks
nice,
a
but
lot.
There's no starter ball, so
So I just got to get in between the
we'll
words
take
there.
solids here. Let's see where the
I may mute
mistake
him when
is.
I talk,
Where's
too.
the trouble here, man? Like I said, it might be this 6-7.
Here's the
He's
first
got
mistake
like
I
a
want to
long
make here.
bridge. Kind of a long stroke. That's something I'm like trying to build up to. I used to try and like, you guys weigh in on that. Weigh in.
I want to pause this real quick. He's talking about my bridge length and stroke. I don't know why I didn't take the 6 right now. It must have, the 15 must be blocking it a little bit. Because taking the 6, I do have to get around the 9, or 6 goes here, or in between here somehow. Maybe that's why I didn't take it, but foreshadowing, this is what screws up the run here.
In on this. I used to try and always like have a long bridge because you can put so much on it. But I just feel like you have to have a good stroke to have a long bridge like that. And I don't think I was there yet. So now I kind of shortened it all up. See,
To answer that, bridge length, Drew is 100% correct. You have to have a good stroke to do that. I've spent a lot of time on my stroke. I went to see Mark Wilson in January 2023, and coming in there thinking I really didn't have any idea because I hadn't had a pool lesson since I was pretty much in my 20s, just a few years ago. I didn't know what to expect, and it was 8 hours of stroke drills. A lot of put the ball in the spot, shoot it in the pocket. Okay, change your stance. Put the ball in the spot, shoot it in the pocket. Shoot the ball in between these two balls. Shoot the ball straight ahead on the diamond and things like that. And I've really, really been working on my stroke for a long time. Like at the highest point when I was able to 2 hours, 3 hours a day, just working on my stroke. And you can see it evolve over the course of these videos that I have on my channel. Back in 2021 or whenever I started it, I was dropping my elbow and my shoulder, and now it's more just elbow and stop. But start up again.
I wonder if he was trying to get to this 6 now. Came up a little short. Luckily, he's got some decisions.
Yeah, I must have been short on the 6. Here I can go for the 2, or I can do whatever this is. Oh, yeah, go for the 2. That was bad. That was terrible.
Almost disaster, dude.
I should have played a little bit inside, played this, and just played in between the 2 and 4 to get both of them.
A little bit now and kind of make it longer because you don't have to. Just feels like you don't have to use as much to put spin on the ball.
So now I looked
like
at
him and Anthony Cataldi both have a much longer bridge and like a longer stroke than I do.
I looked at the angle to get on the 6 because it's tough here because the 7 doesn't really have a whole bunch of pockets it can go in. If I can get down here, it's okay. If I can get here, it's okay. The 4 is easier to get to, but kind of tough, and the 8 goes anywhere. My hope was to get a line on the 6 where I could almost come right at the 8 ball. Not too hard because I don't want to bump it into the 10 or get it in the way, but I thought I could do that, get on the 7, and then the 4 is easy to get to, and the 8 will be kind of right in the, here or so. I looked at the angle on the stop shot and said, oh, that's good. And I didn't look at it long enough because I drew it back about half an inch, as you saw, and I'm not on it. Yeah, I don't have a full 6 ball here.
He had tried to get down.
The 11 is blocking almost half of it.
So now he's got to shoot this.
And I have to masse it.
Oh my gosh, he has to masse.
And I have to use the wrong spin to masse it, and it's going to go the wrong way. Well, kind of.
Or it's perfect. Oh, brother. Oh.
Now, I don't know what my plan was from the 4 to the 7 here. It looks like a pretty dead scratch playing the 4 here. I don't have enough to cut the 4 over here because the 12 is in the way. What I could do is play just either a straight bottom or bottom with a little bit of right and kind of just kill the angle off and come out and just hope. But I have a feeling it's going to go more like this. I'm going to get the lines out here. I have a feeling after the 4 goes right into the rail, after the 4 goes here, I have a feeling it's going to go like this and head behind these stripes. Now, I don't think I can get lucky hitting the point twice in the same rack. Instead, I decided to like power warp draw, which is I got that term from Mike Siegel, so I guess that's it.
Sorry, I shouldn't be grinning so much.
You stop grinning.
This means I'm gonna get a shot. Let's go, man.
I don't know what my goal was here. If I was trying to get back to about where the 4 was, or if I was just hitting a cool draw shot for YouTube fame or something. This doesn't make any sense to me. So Drew, I don't have an answer for you of what I was doing here, which is
Guys,
bad.
I use master chalk. I'm that ratty chalk here on the left. I don't use fancy chalk.
I got the Peggy Lion chalk.
Wow,
it's the
puts
best.
a lot of spin on this. Holy crap!
And now I'm screwed.
Man, I did not notice that when I was. I didn't try to watch too much and edit. But that
See,
was
I don't know what
ton
I
of
hit
spin.
that way too hard to get on
And
the
look
7.
how much it held. Dude, stroke is good.
Unless I was planning on going back and forth straight, and I drew it too much.
Now I'm gonna mess with that. Maybe I can get farther out on the cue
This
ball
is
than
one
I
of the
think.
funniest things in this
I don't ever try
video.
to put that much
Right here.
spin on the ball.
That's one of the
I
funniest
did
things
just
in
get my
Drew's
tip
video.
changed.
I got a laugh out of that. And at this point, I'm just
the old tip in this one. So you guys
shooting hope.
There's like nothing to it. It's like I'm playing with like I shaved the tip off and I'm just playing with the ferrule.
And now he's complaining about his
so
tip.
now that I've
But
got
it's
a new
like, sure,
tip
the
on it,
floor's
I played
slippery.
one
Yeah,
match since,
whatever.
and I played.
Just
See what he's got.
close your
Can
eyes
he
for a
get through
second.
these balls? He can.
Yeah, I couldn't cut it off. I kind of jabbed at it too. I didn't really get a good stroke on it.
This is looking pretty.
Drew was talking about tips. Real quick on the gear I use. As I said, I use Alex Peggy Lion Chalk. It is really just Teom in a square format that doesn't roll across the floor when you drop it like I do 15 times a night. I have a Predator 9K2 Azurite Q. I will put a picture of it's actually this bass guitar right behind me, I think. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. this one right behind me, and I'll put a picture of the cue up and you can see how close the wood match. That's why I got this cue. I use a Revo shaft. I use Kamui medium tips. Tip diameter on the shaft is 12.4 millimeters. As you see in this video, I tend to hit balls a little bit harder. I'm used to playing on 8-foot and 9-foot tables, and that's just kind of the stroke that I've developed. So I think a medium tip for my style is better. I don't have to shape it all that often at all, whereas a soft tip, I felt I was shaping it after every session. So before he starts talking about this, I think these 4 are issues. The other issue is the 9, because you want to get out of the way before the 15. I don't think you want to really... I know he wants to use the 9 as the key ball. If the 15 goes past here, which I think it does, and in that case, don't worry about the 9. But these 4 are really the pattern you have to worry about. I would get the 14 out of there right away. I think 14, 12, 11 is decent. I think starting with the 10 in the side here and staying about here for the 14 in the corner is good. There's a lot of ways to do this.
You know, it's kind of odd to shape them, and this 15 ball has to go.
Okay, so it does not. Okay, so he's going to take this right away with ball in hand, so that
I'm just going to take it right here.
Eliminates the 9 ball as being an issue, because he does like the 9 as a key ball.
Let's see here. So this doesn't count because the 9 ball is blocking my bridge, but let's see how much shorter my bridge is and my stroke is compared to his. Mine's like very compact.
It's about 75%, I'd say. All right, wait till he gets out of here. Oh, you know what? Okay, right here. This is the optimal time to take the 14 ball. He loves the stun draw, which that's my favorite shot too. You can draw it back to here and take the 13 and then bounce out for the 11 and come down for the 10, 12, 9 out. I don't like playing the 10 here unless you're going to stun it back and try to do the same thing. But I think the 14 is harder to get on and harder to get out of the way, and I think you want to go on that one first. I do not like this going into this 14 because too many things can go wrong. You're always going to have a shot, but you could lock up the 14 on the 12. You could take the 14 all the way down to the rail and just make position that much little bit harder. So I like taking the 14 right now instead of taking the 10.
This is okay, but I really don't want to crash into stuff over there.
Exactly. And we talked about that a little bit during the match, and he talks about it a lot here. So instead he's taking the 13.
This is okay, because this is going to get me over there to shape these balls over here. So that's how much I don't want to crash into anything. And I know that after this match, I'm trying really hard not to break into things and break into balls and trying to play a lot less cannons.
See,
now this is what I was talking about between the 14 and the 11. Does this 14 ball go? Oh my gosh, I remember this. If it does, it is by
See, I wouldn't have even thought it would go from this angle. And if it does, it's close.
This run out was pretty straightforward. Probably could have run this out in like 30 seconds, but I remember being incredibly nervous about this.
He's making it tougher here because you can easily overrun this ball.
Freaking ass kicked.
Get down here by the 7, in which case you have to play on the 9 instead of the 10.
Not put this,
I hate slow running this ball. This is one of the ones that scared me.
Let's see if I can hold it for the 10 ball.
Yeah, because I mean that you hit that any harder,
kind of on a weird angle,
and it's sitting behind
it all the way down.
The 7.
Or hold it.
You got to send this.
I think I end up sending this all the way down.
You got to send this.
The shape for the 9 is big. As long as I don't come all the way up to the 8, I'm fine. Oh no, I held it. Okay.
Yeah,
I kind of held it. I just let it go. I should have rolled it up and down.
If only there was a video that I could look at.
And now for this, nothing fancy. 8 ball on the.
I would definitely not hold and roll that, but you know that already, Drew.
The 9 ball was always a pretty good key ball. It's something I didn't mention as
this. I would follow to the rail and out instead of,
which was interesting because if I don't take the 15 ball first, then I have to shoot the 9 before the 15.
Yeah, I would have used the rail to slow down the angle on that, and you get a bigger angle on the 8.
Any of those other balls, I think I would have had to move the rock to get on the 8 ball, which nice if you don't have to do that. There we
nice
go.
Out.
Maybe have been in the past. Anything?
Dry break,
dude. I'm
out. All right, I'm probably gonna cut out a bunch of stuff, or I already have, or something. But Here, the obvious problem is the 12-3. The easiest way to get rid of it is right now. And all I really have to play is top with maybe a little bit of right and come in and break this out. Push it somewhere here, anywhere really in this area, and I should have some sort of shot. Even if it's a bad angle, like if I was here and I had to shoot the 14 down here, I still have something. Instead, I don't understand what happened here. I completely whiffed it.
Oftentimes, I usually try. I think you do have to break this purple 12 up here, and this
Yeah,
is
this has to come out. But I just missed it. Now I have another way to get to it.
Well, the 13 ball could do it right now.
The problem
is
is
a good time to do it.
If you hit the 12, the 12 goes to this rail. So long as I hit this 3, I think he meant 3 ball.
You'll have the 10 ball to save you after you hit this.
This is ugly.
Let's see what he does.
I choke. Look at this. Perfectly into the 3 behind the 12, and I'm that's
would be a problem.
Don't be sorry. I did it to myself.
Little roll here. Little jelly roll.
I have no shot here at all. I don't even know.
Unless he comes up with something crazy.
Something crazy is what I needed. I don't know if this even goes anywhere.
Figure out that 5 ball.
I don't understand how that happened. I mean, I hit the 3 so solid.
He had already moved everything and all the balls when it was very easy.
But I think I was a little bit upset at not hitting
the
12 on the first shot.
Interesting.
I think I'm just trying to throw this and leave the cue ball down here somewhere.
Well, it's the 12. He's probably going to shoot the 12.
I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, that was not good.
Oh, I wonder if he was trying to make the 10 ball. Look, and I got between me and him, I shoot a lot softer. I slow roll a lot of balls into pockets, especially during this match because I'm really trying to be careful. Get to this 5 ball right now. Yeah, I remember I was like most likely not going to leave me on the 4 ball. It's too thin.
This is good as long as you don't hit it and do that.
I play on these tables a lot. I kind of know what I can get away with. That ain't it.
That was a rough shot.
Man, I did all that
I hate those.
Break out those 2 balls from him.
Do not like those shots. I don't like the way that the point seems to be like out to here.
Down a long rail, and now, yeah, he's like, yeah, it's because you suck at it. So he tends to fire stuff, and when he was practicing, he was playing some crazy shots in practice.
That's what I was talking about before.
He was probably just trying to, put the vibe out to let me know who I'm messing with.
It's the intimidation factor. No, it's just
spinning shots. Adam was doing wild stuff.
Just trying to open my arm up.
And I typically don't do that. And let's kind of pay attention to that as we go. That he'll often fire more and stuff than I will. Where I'll try and play things kind of slow.
I definitely fire at stuff more. I use more rails. Let's say I had a shot let's say this is the cue ball and I'm shooting the 7 and I need to get on a ball that's here and ignore, let's say everything else is off the table. A lot of players are just going to slow roll this in and the cue ball is going to come out. I'm going to play this multiple rails where I'm going to go, again, this is the cue ball. Looks like a circle. 7 here. I'm going to go cut it 1, 2, 3 and out on a table, especially on a table like this, where it's diamonds are more bouncy, better cloth, and that's just the way I play. I have more control over hitting a solid, more firm ball. If I roll things, I tend to decelerate my stroke. I tend to not miscue, but miss-hit the center of the ball. I just feel putting a straight stroke on. And if I get into situations which I have in this match, where I feel like I'm off and I'm not really there, I concentrate. Instead of trying to make balls, instead of trying to make position, I concentrate on shooting my cue straight forward. And I find that when I do that and I concentrate on that, everything else kind of just comes together. So we'll continue this one and see what I do here.
A few times he was like, man, you're crazy shooting it that slow.
And, I don't know what that was. I don't know why I drew that back. I think I meant to just draw it back a little bit.
And a lot of other things. See if he fixes it.
I don't know if I can hit this and not go into the 3.
Yeah, you got to be down here, which he could probably stroke this 15 ball to get down there. We've already seen he can put some serious spin on the ball.
But I don't have a way to get the 14 out.
I'm like paying attention now to how low and how much left and right and stuff like that he's putting on it. That's not perfect.
This shot was fun.
It's kind of a hard ball.
And I won't pause it and draw it
I
out
think
because
there he
Drew
was
actually
kinda
does a
looking
good job
what
at drawing this
nine's
out.
going to be like from far away. Yeah, let's see here. Okay.
If I can get
interesting.
there, I got a good chance of getting the 9 and, like,
How
you
the
know,
heck
cue
he
ball
made it all
here
the way up there. He was just looking at that 9-ball line.
and break the 14 out. I don't like breaking out the last ball, but I don't have a choice here. So exactly what he has his question mark on is what I'm trying. Trying to avoid all the solids and go 3 rails around. But I hit it too hard.
Oh, he definitely got up there.
And now I'm screwed.
I mean, that's terrible. Oh, that was about to be a nice shot. Now, I believe he said his home table's an 8-foot.
Yes.
So on an 8-foot table, that's probably perfect speed. So
Yeah, but that's no excuse.
that's the thing that comes down to like being used to the table. Shots like that.
It's the floor. It's definitely the floor.
You really gotta, man, if he makes this 14 ball.
I don't think this 14 goes.
Just knowing the speed.
I don't know what else to do here. I can't hit the 9. I don't really want to kick it because it's gotta
I
cut the
probably on that
9
shot,
and I make it. There's no shot in the 14, so it doesn't even make sense to
I
make
would've
the
come
9.
off the long rail and kind of come back into the 3 and hope the 3 would hold me for this 9 ball as my last, as like some last ditch effort.
That shot would terrify me.
Let's see here. Cutting the 14 or cutting the 9? Cutting the 14 didn't go.
I don't know if I was
So
trying
broke
to
my
throw
ball
the
out.
14. I was
See if
stuck
I
there, and
can't
I
freaking
basically sold the rack
Messed
out.
myself up this time. Where's the trouble, man? A 3-5.
Trouble is you're standing in the way. Oh, okay. Here we go. You don't want to drop back though.
I did. That's funny. I gave the save, and I'm going right towards the. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's probably a better call.
So that's how I would play
Back
that,
and
but I would
forth,
play a little
3 to the 3
harder.
or the 1. Okay, we've got the 3.
Almost get like here to be able to play either the 1 or the
Pick
3.
Which one I'm going for next? Yeah. So okay, so I'll come down and go for the 1. But man, I really want to cross the line on the 1. Really want to cross the line because if not, it's gonna make my shape difficult.
And if you were here, look at how
So I
much
can't really hit
easier
this
that would have
too
been.
soft. If I don't cross the line on the 1, I'm probably gonna have to send Whitey around. Let's see what I do here though. I did not cross the line on
All
the
right,
1.
let's do this.
Do here.
Back up to the 5.
Breathe the right towards the. Now I accidentally drew the cue ball.
Pause. Stop. Okay. This is a classic. I want to say Efren situation, but a classic higher level pool thinking situation where you have this shot and you want to be able to get both options and the right angle and the right lines. What I've been doing is I pick a ball to go for and I say, okay, where is the pocket line for that ball? So let's say I'm playing the 5. Next shot is going to be the 3. So this is the pocket line for the 3. And I want to get to either straight in on this side of the pocket line or on that side of the pocket line. I have to decide right now when I'm shooting the 5 or even earlier which side I want to be on and set my ball, set the shot up there. So in this shot, Mark Wilson used to call it a Efren Reyes. He'd work extra hard at the easier shots so that the harder shots were easier, or the easier shots were easier, or everything's easier. He wanted to work a little bit extra hard to make it easier, especially towards the end of a rack. So if we fast forward this, you know what? Let me play this. Sorry, getting used to the controls here. If he hit a little bit harder, and you come all the way out here, then, cue ball's here instead. Now he either has the 1 or the 3. If he wants to play the 3 and then the 1, instead of, if he's here, it's just easy drawback. Play the 1, float down for the 4, play the 4, come up for the 8, however it's going to work out after that. But since he's now here,
Which one I'm going for next? Yeah. So okay, so I'll come down and go for the 1.
he has to cut. He has to hit a rail, and then he can go. He can overrun it or underrun it much easier.
Cross the line because if not, it's gonna make my shape difficult.
That's
so
just
I can't really hit
work
this
a little
too
bit
soft.
harder on the what seems to be the easier leaves to get yourself a little bit better
If I don't
position,
cross the
and it
line on
helps in the
one,
long
I'm gonna
run.
have to send Whitey around. Let's see what I do here though. I did not cross the line on the 1.
So now it's going to have to
And
be
I
a
wanted to be
3-rail
downhill, yes.
leave in between all
I
this.
guess that's what you do. Tap the
Or-
table where you wish you were.
A stun draw and try to come this way. It's a weird situation now. It got weird.
Man, I'm messing this up. So now I got to go 3 rails, and I'm trying to come up. I guess I'm trying to. There's so much traffic coming around 3 rails between the 14,
Yep.
the 8, and the 9 ball. Let's see how I do this here. Coming right into them.
Yep. And that's a problem. I think you have to
Hit
draw
that so
that.
soft too. I mean, if I would have hit it harder, I
more.
just would have hit the 8 ball. I might have had shape. So now I'm just kind of eye up what the jump would feel like.
The jump would feel like I'd break my
I'm not
back
that
if
good
I
at
tried
jumping,
this.
especially that.
Yeah, you can tell he's already
the
not
hit,
lined
though,
up.
man. That looks wide. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why does it look wide from here? Why didn't I see that? Really showing my inexperience here.
I get a little goofy on this angle. I don't know
That's a
why
little bit
I did
bigger
that.
ball, but I don't think it's a problem when you're as good as he is.
I think I'm still getting used to the speed, which is weird because I play on 7-foot diamonds all the time. This was very similar.
Nice out.
All right, so as I was saying when we first started, I've been
So,
breaking from the
getting back to
second
what I was saying
ball
before, ultimate pull happened
I
over
didn't
this past
make a
weekend,
ball
guys. The Open
on
it
the first
was
break, and now I'm
the
shooting the same
Louisville
exact place
Open.
in the second break.
I love watching ultimate pool.
And I
man.
dead scratch.
City. I mean, oh, I'm so sorry, man. Ooh,
Yeah, I
just
bet you
hate
are.
To see it. Hate to see it. What do we like here, man?
I remember talking about this. Let me pause this real quick.
2-1 kind of.
I guess an APA 8 ball, it's in the kitchen off a scratch on the break. And we didn't talk about it before. And he said, I want to be fair. And I said, I just assumed it was going to be open table on the break, ball in hand anywhere. So I told him he could take it anywhere. And I think he's taking it in the kitchen just to make, a non-issue.
Kind of sucks.
So yeah, Drew, that's why you took
me?
this ball in the
Hey,
side,
for me.
because you
But
were
if I don't take it now,
putting it in the
if I-
kitchen.
If I take it now, then this 11-9.
Which you didn't have to do,
move
but
the 9 before
I-
you can make the 11,
you
or
did.
you take the 11 in the.
That was. Ooh,
Or do that. I don't
Ooh.
think the 11 goes, man.
I don't think the 11 goes either.
Good grief.
And even so, Drew, the way you're
Gosh, so
playing
now
this
we're cutting this 10 ball
is
back.
10 times
what I end
faster
up
than
doing
some of the
with
guys
ball
I play
hand.
in league,
Come on, man.
even though you think you're playing slow. This was a fantastic shot, and look at this. Bink.
Hey, and we bumped the 11 ball. The 11 ball goes easily in the side now. All right, man. Finally corrected correctly. Yeah. Now just roll the 9. See how soft I...
All right, I want to point this out. It's a little dark here. Here is the cue, and here is your arm. Your whole body should be shifted over because these should be pretty much in line. And Drew, I know we talked about this, but I wanted to give you a concrete example. You may have to change your stance. I know you're doing more of the straight on, squared on snooker stance. Maybe change it to a little bit more rifle stance. It's going to really mess you up until you're used to it. And it's really hard to do when you're trying to play league matches in between. But this is one of the things that I really noticed watching this video that I completely forgot about to tell you in person. But apologize for that. But that's I wanted to just show this. I'll see if I can find one of me doing the same thing from this angle.
I guess
Mine
not that
certainly isn't
soft.
perfect, but it's.
But
I've been working on
position
it.
like this and just playing away.
I like you're looking at all the
I thought I
angles.
could
This
just
is
stop
this is
shot
great.
this
There's a
11
lot of
and
people who
take
have shot
12
the
from
11 and
bottom
been in
left,
trouble
but
here.
It looks like I got to roll up. See. Oh, I came back for the 12 in the bottom right.
That's-
I remember that.
I like that.
I kind of like.
Drew, if you haven't seen the Justin Bergman 9-ball match, I don't remember the exact specifics,
BFS. Let's go.
but he plays 9-ball
Bumping
with the
for shape,
template
man. Look at
soft
this.
break.
Okay, I should be out here.
I think he was
But,
playing to 50 or 51 and spotted the guy 25, and he
'Cause
ran
the break
20
will
in a
happen,
row.
right? And like,
Break and run.
it's like I know they're going to get
Bergman's
out, whether it's
insane.
Tom Cousins or Justin Bergman or whoever it is.
Bergman.
And I know they're going to get out.
All
and
right, he's out here.
I try and
This is
figure
good.
out how they're going to. It's very cool, and it's something that kind of helped inspire me.
Take and run. I have never heard that term, so I like it.
Take and run on the board. There's no board for that, I know. Still, feels good. I messed up the very first ball. Corrected with a really wild cut. Let's see. 7 ball.
Whew. Other thing you could have done is come off the rail and into the 9.
Shoot a combo like this.
That's dangerous, though.
That 8 goes in the side.
No, it doesn't. It's blocked by all this yellow stuff. Very nice. Very nice break and run.
Let's go.
So now we get to play 9-ball. And we go into this match. So we did 5 games. Oh, the score hasn't updated yet. We do 5 games of 8-ball. Drew's up 3-2, and I'm going into 9-ball, and I'm not feeling great here. Still shaky and shooting. There's just things haven't gone well. Missed a shot here and there, and then he's on a 2-game run right now.
Trying to come in my house, Adam. Trying to come in my house. Let's go.
I'm in your house.
All right, come on. Now we're on to 9-ball.
I'm playing 9-ball on your table.
I need 4. He needs 5.
I need 5.
And I know 8-ball is my stronger game. I like 8-ball a lot, but
I know 9-ball is my stronger game, and I like 9-ball a lot, especially on a bar table.
Soft little controlled break, made the wing ball, made the 1, and successfully hid the 2-ball.
That's rough. Is this the one that you know what? He goes for the jump on this.
We can push.
Okay, that answers that question.
We can push if we want to. Let's see. Oh my gosh. We can also jump. That's right.
I hate
there's
everything
just too much
about
good
this.
that can happen from this if I legally hit this 2-ball, because the 9-ball can go in, the 2 can go off the 9, the 2 can make the 4. All sorts of stupid stuff can happen.
Close my eyes.
There you go, 4-ball.
There we go. 4-ball. And look at this.
And I locked up the 7. No getting out there, man. No getting out there. This was a fun match, man. If any of you guys are going to be around Arizona and want to do a match like this, holler at me. This was fun.
My daughter lives there now, so I'll be there again.
Someone did message me today who's one of my more favorite subscribers and commenters who has been there since like day 1. And he's going to be around in February, so might get another one of these coming up.
What is he doing here? Okay, he's playing safe. Yeah, I like that.
Okay, so we played a little safe here. 6-ball, 5-ball, 6-ball, 5-ball, 6-ball. No.
I would have maybe tried to go into the 7.
Because if I got distance at least. I don't think that's usually good enough.
This side of the 7 or 8, it'll come here and it might break those up.
But
you get about the same shot.
It's hard for me to
the same leave.
Just like by looking at someone's Fargo or by seeing 1 or 2 games, like putting too much judgment on someone.
I am trying to hit this 2-ball here and come around here.
So much spin.
And I put way too much. I hit it way too thick.
So much spin. That's crazy.
I almost get lucky here.
And
I think I did get lucky there.
Didn't work out.
Lucky in that.
I was gonna say it reminded me of the Anthony Cataldi match because I played so slow and serious in that match, but so did Anthony. In this case, I feel like Adam was he was almost goofing off a little bit. Like I'm not saying he wasn't playing his hardest or not, or either way, one way or the other, but he was kind of joking around and having a little more fun than I was during this. So.
Here's a problem that I have in my playing, and I'm fully ready to admit all the problems I have in my playing. I can play a friendly game where it's just 2 of us at the pool hall, and I'll shoot lights out. I can play a serious match where it's somebody I don't know at all, and we're both quiet, and we go up to the table, we do our thing, and I'll shoot lights out. The problem that I have, and I'm getting better at it, is playing friendly matches for something. I'm not a big money player, but either a tournament or something like this where it's on camera. When I play my buddy Matt on my camera at home here, or like league matches where everyone's really friendly and joking around and everything, I find I just don't concentrate and I don't focus enough. And I'm getting better at that, but I'm here to play pool and have fun. Drew's a great guy. John was a great guy. I had a lot of fun hanging around with them. Pool was primary, but it was almost a secondary thing. I'm not a drinker at all. So in fact, I had a can of liquid death water, which tastes like water because it's water, which makes no sense to me. But anyway, I think it's something I still have to work on. And I think I have to work on it not by being more serious and more focused and less myself, but being more myself and embracing that, but yet focusing on the game more. So let's get back to this. That was interesting, but it was a great save.
Good thing that freaking ball didn't go.
The problem is he left the ball right in front of the pocket.
Or else I'd be showing you guys how to jump the 6 ball, make the 2, and scratch in the corner.
For me, this jump is terrifying.
All right, so we got ourselves a little bit of stuff here.
So, despite the fact that Drew says he's not good at jumping, he's a very good jumper, even though that something may happen later on that doesn't look great. But the main pool hall that I play both leagues in on Tuesdays and Thursdays has a no jump shot, no jump cue policy. So I've been really working on my kicking game, which may come up here in a second. So we'll see what happens.
In this first game?
I don't like this kick
and the
particularly.
7 ball's locked up on the 9, so it's not like,
And I'm looking here because if I kick it here, a lot of good things can happen. I can hit this light.
See, it's funny. This is the most jumpable ball ever.
And go this way.
It's a little close to the 6 for me.
Or just dead kick it right in this pocket. And get screwed on the 3 ball.
That's what you get. That's what you get, man.
I'm pretty frozen on this. I think the line goes pretty much there.
The last one, if you can jump that close. Now, I remember there's a few times that I was like, man, I'm surprised you didn't jump that. And I think he said he just bought a new jump cue and he hasn't used it a lot.
I did buy the
and I say,
Predator Air Rush. And
he's very good at kicking though.
Not very comfortable with it. There's a video I'll go into with my neck, and I don't have the height to be able to do it without like a dark stroke, which I'm terrible at. But that's a story for another day.
Ton of 9 balls, so.
What I'd like to do here is not leave him a shot.
Let's see here. So this is
I don't know what I can do here, though.
I think he's going to go behind the 5-6.
Yeah.
Oh, he was going for maybe a little bit of the 7 ball break.
No, I was trying to go behind.
Oh, he was trying to get back there.
I was trying to go here, and up.
And I'm not judging because I can't do that.
And I just left
I
it
think I can.
open. But I mean, that was a half mass A weird jacked up shot.
I like this because I can go 2 rails into the 7 right here. And why I like that is because it's close to the rail. The spot to break out the 7 is big.
This is Drew's best shot of the night by far. That was great. Perfect breakout.
All right, as long as I can get decent on the 6, I think I'm just going to stop this, or am I going to go off the short rail? Off the short rail and back. I think I was afraid to spin it. Oh, that was a kind of a pokey stroke there, wasn't it? But that's okay. This shot's makeable, man.
Well, it wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible. So here's where the different philosophy comes in of slow rolling versus putting a firm stroke on it. And it does. I mean, yes, I do fire in a lot of shots because I'm confident at them. But on a shot like this is really nervy to slow roll. I want to play like a center ball stun and just have the cue ball kind of do something like that because I want to make sure I make the ball. Now, if you fire it into the rail when you hit it harder, it's definitely going to bobble. My motto is, and you've held balls like every game this rack, my motto is don't hold anything on a table like this.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
So the tendency...
Let's go.
And your bridge is longer than normal now. The tendency is to decelerate or poke at the stroke on the last one. And if you look at... Watch the follow through here. It's not very smooth. It's like kind of just jabs up a little bit. And he knows it. Drew, you know it. I can tell on look on your you're facing.
Man, that's huge right there. Because now instead of going up 2 games, you go tied.
That was, I think that was, and then we talked about this. That was the key point in this match, I think.
Freaking ball, man. It's because I was so disappointed with not being able to hold it from the 7, having a bad angle on the 7.
Oh, wait. You can see. So it's hard to see my stance here because Drew's in the way, but I lock both my legs. My back leg and my right leg, or my back leg is my right leg. My left leg is the front leg in almost like a rifle stance. You can see the side of my shoe is a little bit up because I'm putting more pressure on the right to try to stabilize myself on this weird floor. That's the last I'll talk about the floor.
Like,
maybe.
Yep.
Like that shot there. I didn't try to hold it. I just let the cue ball fly and put it there. You were there, Drew.
All right.
Let's see my break now. My breaks have been weird on this table.
Same position as me.
This is where I break 99% of my 9-ball games.
Probably a low ball, I think.
And I'm trying a little bit above center, but that looked weird.
Oh, 4-ball got kicked in.
That looked like a stutter or a double hit or a miscue or something. It was just weird. And this whole table's a mess now.
Don't you guys hate that?
I'm going to play safe here. Put the 1 down here somewhere. Leave the cue ball out here somewhere. That will be the time that I'll slow roll stuff.
Back there, that's pretty good. It doesn't go, though.
Does not go.
It does not go, though.
I would have liked to break things up more and be frozen on the 7, but I'm not going to try. You'll see later on. I tried too much stuff in a couple shots, and it doesn't really work.
I mean, sure. Pretty good chance that with ball in hand, it'll probably safe me again. And
I just kick slowly.
Okay, so now I'm just going to try and push the 6 onto the
into
rail.
Here, cue ball down there.
Which I don't do a good job at. Instead, I made it a really easy shot on the side.
It's almost impossible, for me at least, to try to slow roll a ball to the rail or slow roll a ball onto a ball.
Here. You can always carom the 2 as well, but...
Carom the 2 is a dumb shot. No one would try that.
It's a little strange. Because you're going to end up getting really weird on the 1, though. You could probably safe after that. Let's see what he does. Let's see what
My plan here was
I think he's gonna
see where the 1 goes, and if I get a shot on it, take it. Otherwise, just play
softly.
safe.
Yeah, like this, and then you safe on the 1. Yeah.
After this shot, I talk to Drew. I remember about all the different safeties that I had. I could do what Drew's about to draw up. I don't think I can hold it though, which was send the cue ball this or the 1 ball this way, kind of up here, and the cue ball this way. It's too much to control. When you're playing, and this is where Drew, he'll say something in a little bit. When you're playing safeties in 9-ball, if you can get away with controlling 1 ball, it's going to be much easier than trying to control both balls perfectly. I mean, we watch all the pros, and they'll do something like snip off the 1 and go up here and freeze on the 8. I wouldn't recommend that to anyone under 750 Fargo, 720, 725, something like that. So what I decided to do is just bank this straight out here somewhere and freeze on the 3, knowing that there's a chance it could hit the 6 and go on the side, in which case I can just thin off the 3 and come down here, and the 3 will be like somewhere around here. So let's play this again. Should the reaction video be longer than the actual video? So here I'm just looking at angles.
So, and this is the part of 9-ball that I'm not great at as to how to safe here. Do you move the cue ball down past the 7?
All right. No, because you need to hit the, well, okay, the cue ball past the 7. The only problem I don't like about that is because it's really easy to clip the 7, and then you open things up. Either clip the rail and hit the 7, or clip the 7 into the rail, and then the 7 moves, and it opens up a line on the 1. It may not be a makeable line on the 1, but that is a possibility. Here, there's probably 4 different safeties, 3 or 4 different safeties here.
Push the 1 ball down past the 7, or what do you do here? You know, there's a few options.
Now, ideally, I would have put the cue ball
lock it up on the 3,
all the way up on the 3 and just froze him there, and he would have been in big trouble.
Man, if he'd have locked it up on the 3, that's probably the rack.
Yep. Because then even if the 1 doesn't go, I can just play a ball in hand safety on the
What do
one.
we do here? I think I'm just gonna. I think I try and make this. I don't know if I can.
It does not look like you can.
Remember, I'm not sure if I could see this in the side.
Can you play it off the
little
5? But that's dangerous. Yeah,
Maybe.
this is tough.
Oh, okay. I was trying to cross bank it.
If you could have cross banked it on the cue ball here, that would have been great.
In a weird place on the cue ball.
But I mean, I'm
At least I
jacked up
left it in
over
a
the
kind of an
7.
odd spot.
Long distance cut shot where I have to
Man,
hold
oh,
it.
man.
This one I actually have to hold because there's no way to. And here we're just talking about the different safety things. There's no way for me
Yeah, so he was
to
talking
go
about all the
back and
different options he
forth.
had with his
There is a
lead.
way, but it's harder being
He was
jacked
giving
up
me
over
some
the
free
7.
lessons as we went.
The harder you hit the ball when you're jacked up,
Ultimate
the more
pool,
it's
though, man.
going
Last
to
weekend
swerve.
that was really cool. It's fun to watch those guys play 8-ball because they're freaking ridiculous. Yeah, Adam plays with a extension on all the time, and sometimes he'll take it off when he jacks up.
But this shot, it should be easy. I just
Just
float it in and
cross
hold it
bank?
right, or no, or do
just went
that.
for the make. Oh, and the scratch.
And I
Hey,
gave the
look at
game
this.
away.
Look at this. I just said that if he had ball in hand, he was going to be out. Now, can I do that? Can I do that?
The only reason I would do
weird.
this
Really?
shot
On the side?
is if
Pretty
you
silly.
can't get the cue ball here and just play a
Maybe the 6 ball was just in a weird enough
drift the
angle
one,
to
or
cut it
not
in the
even that
corner.
far. Drift the cue ball.
we're just gonna
Cue ball
roll
only
it.
has to
That's
go
fine,
here
it's
for the
whatever.
3.
Unless you miss it. Good grief, man. Oh my gosh. I
Slow
thought I was
rolling, man, that's gonna give
him
me-
ball in hand back. I got kind of straight on this. I guess not enough.
So the rolling way to play this is exactly what Drew up here. That's hard to say. The way I like to play this is a force stun with a little bit of right spin and play it out like this. But that's a matter of preference.
Though, so now we'll come off the short rail.
And I can
come
open up
back
my stroke
kinda
more on
center
that.
table for the 5. Nope. Spun the heck out of it for no freaking reason.
That was rough.
Oh man.
It's another reason why I like going that, because you can hit the 9
That'll
or the
cost
7 going straight up and down. Going around, you
If you bank this, it's safer. If you cut it, you're just gonna leave it hanging. What do I do here? Yes.
swish. Nope. This is good though. If
Kinda
you're gonna
went
miss a
with the
bank
two-way.
like
I had
that,
the
you miss
6
it on the
ball,
short
that thing
side,
happened to
so that it
dumb
goes down
luck
here
falling.
exactly like this.
Man, this is some sloppy play, dude. You can't be doing that playing someone this good, guys. Come on.
This is a rough shot. I have to slow roll this.
So-
put the 5 up here. Put the
I
cue
don't know
ball
if you
over
guys
here.
heard. I don't know. How many of you guys watch Ultimate Pool?
Me.
Someone comment below if you watch Ultimate Pool, and if you have no idea what it is, comment below and let me know, because I'm gonna do an Ultimate Pool match.
I double kissed it, which didn't really help.
Okay, I think I can return this safety pretty well.
Yeah.
Just push the 5 ball out around the 7, and use the 7 to block us.
Yeah, that was bad. I needed to hit that. That's the problem I have with slow rolling balls, is that it's the aim is not as consistent. Now he would have liked to go
that.
forward and get me right on the 7.
The kick is easy though.
Then I would have been in a lot of
Shooting that
trouble.
ball, in hindsight, now that I just looked at that, you gotta freeze yourself on the 7. Which
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe I was afraid to do, or maybe I didn't have the right angle. But, good grief! I
2
thought he
rails
was
off the
gonna make
9. 2 rails off the 9. Oh, but no, I got a perfect
that.
safety.
But he got a little love. This is a jumpable ball. Watch. Yeah, I jump at this for sure. The pocket's so big, nothing can go
Oh, jeez. Get that all off the... Okay.
wrong here. Yeah,
This is a
I
great
took a look
graphic.
at
I
it.
love this stuff. This is one of the reasons
This,
why
I
I
feel
started
like I'm
watching Drew's
capable of
channels,
doing.
because of these
I know.
graphics. So I'm going to pause this. Someone wrote that they would do the 3 rail kick here, which I'm assuming is this. No, okay, I got it. They were going to go this, and kick it and try to make it. I would never, ever try to make this ball. And I say that, and you're going to see some stuff coming up that maybe contradicts that. But the shot that I like here is cue ball here, play into this side of the 5. Cue ball goes this way, 5 ball goes here and this way. It's very similar to the shot that he just played, where he overbanked it and left the ball down there. And you can get behind the 7, you can get all the way up here behind the 8, or you can you can leave it in the middle and he has this shot. So that's the shot that I like here. It's a slower spin. Sorry, a slower stroke, not slower stroke, slower speed shots with a bunch of left spin to get off this rail and come up off the top. It takes practice. You have to be kind of familiar with the shot. It's a big one pocket shot, which I don't really play. But
it's a little close to the rail.
That's kind of what I like here. Jumping, if you can jump this close, is good, but
not to mention my kicking isn't great, so I'm probably going to sell out if I kick too. Kind of made a lot of movement there and didn't re-eye it back up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Balling. What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? Now here, what I should have done here, because I'm not playing great, is I should have tried to get myself back in stroke by just running these 5. Cue ball here, 5 up here, cue ball here, 6, try to come down, 7. I mean, or whatever the pattern is, maybe I could play the 7, 8 here. But because I wasn't shooting well, I decided to go for the 5, 9 combo because it's an easy way to get the win on, where I should have probably concentrated on getting back in stroke instead of just getting the win. That said,
loser.
I don't think you passed this combo up.
Dang, man. Ugh.
But he kind of gave me another game there. Thanks.
I go from being about to be up 2, and now I'm down 1.
You were going to be up 5-2.
Off of the 1 was me missing a freaking very makeable 9 ball.
Good,
and
I made a ball.
To that, I will say, guys, check out that video of him playing the Ghost in 10 ball.
I do have a bunch of Ghost videos.
Funny. I text John and sent him that because he was like, hey, who's this guy we're meeting up with tonight? And I sent him that. And yeah.
Okay, looking at this table, I made the 6 ball. I'm dead snookered behind the 5. Push out is fairly easy. What I would probably do is, let me look at the push out opportunity, because I didn't really look at the push out much. I decided it was easier to just go for the kick here. If you want to push out, I think you can play into the 9. Try to send the 9 up to a little bit block here, and the cue ball is going to stay down here. He gives it back. You play a safety where you're cutting the 1 thin, coming out, and leaving the 1 over here by the 5. If he takes it, then you just see what happens, and you hope that the 9 ball tied the 3 up so that he doesn't get a good shot. Like if he slops in the 1 or something, doesn't get a decent out from there. But I decided instead the kick is pretty good here.
Like, oh,
jeez, that's not a straight line.
He's a good shot.
Here,
I don't think we're seeing his best game right now.
Here, and then the cue ball can spin out and go into the 5. It can go around the 5. A lot of good things can happen with this kick. You got to hit this firmer.
He's making fun of me in between shots. No, I'm just kidding.
I think a lot of people will take this as softer. I'm sorry to talk over you, Drew, but it's my video now. You got to hit a little firmer so that the cue ball gets out. And
kick and wing, man.
I got
That's
good
2
on that.
Balls now.
I just didn't want to get behind the 5, but because of the pace I hit it on, it's almost impossible to get behind the 5.
Likely makeable kick, but still. Let's see. If he gets on this 3 ball, I'll kick.
Okay. It's dark here, but I'll put a line here. Look at where my cue is, and look how it's aligned to my arm and elbow. I mean, I can't draw a straight shot with the mouse, or a straight line with the mouse, but that's essentially what you should be looking at. My body's a little more tilted over to this way, tilted as opposed to head on. And that's how it's easily, because your cue is supposed to be away from your body, which is what you're doing, Drew, but you're doing it by moving your arm out instead of by shifting your body over. So I was hoping I could get an angle on this to point it out. Hopefully that helps. I don't think it's going to help me make this shot because I think I missed this one.
He might be out.
Oh, no, I made it. Okay. Body English is the best thing to do. You wonder why I have neck and back problems. Jeez.
That was really funny in silhouette, man. Looking like a freaking cartoon over here. Now, if he does anything like he did in a few shots ago and put all that spin on the ball,
That was in game 1.
he might do it again right here to hold this for the 4. We'll see.
To answer that, I have no idea why I didn't do this. Almost all the so let's say the 9 ball isn't there, and this is just gone. I would play the 3 here, obviously, and I'm going to play the Q 1, 2, and out for the 4. And depending on where it is, I don't know exactly where it's going to need to be. I'd have to look at the angles, but I want to make sure I get an angle on the 4 to get to the 5, so I can get an angle on the 5 to get to the 8, and blah, 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 whatever. But because the 9 is right in that natural path, I thought I would just go at the 9, but still make the 3. And if the 9 goes in, fine. Otherwise, I should get a shot maybe on the 4. I don't know. I should have warp draw this. 3 here, lower left in this case, and I come out here and out. And you just don't even have to hit it that hard. It's more follow through than it is power at that point. I don't know why I didn't do that. I think it was because I thought the 9 was in the way.
It kind of looks like a center ball. Maybe
so I just figured I'd go into the 9 and.
Oh, you dog! You were trying to make the 9 ball. I saw it.
But I made it harder now.
I saw it.
Because I have to play the
I'm
4
didn't hold it with
here and come out off the rail and out towards
Adam,
the
if you're
5.
watching, check it out, man. What do you think? Should you have held it with draw?
I should have held it with draw. Should have held it with draw.
Just as a cherry on top, you know. I don't think he expected the cue ball to kick the 9 and freeze it like that. That's for sure.
No, but it's definitely possible, and it, as you can see. So that was. But instead, I'll just miss this.
Oh man, okay, come on. Can I get a freaking game, please?
That'll be.
See, that was too much chatting from him. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't think I'm getting his best game, but hey, he's still giving it to me, unfortunately, because I can't.
My A game is a 700 Fargo.
Silly mistakes.
My C game is a 300 Fargo.
Here, though.
And you get one or the other.
Man, come on.
There's no B game.
One good shot.
This is just stun over for the 5 on the side. Oh, too much.
Oh, gosh. Rolled right past where I wanted to go, but
You're pretty much straight on the corner. That's fine.
I think I might be straight.
I don't think that was a spot where you wanted to go all the way to the rail and out. That one was a little bit harder.
Like I was saying, I'm going to make a video because I have access to the ultimate pull
So there,
score site thing.
There I would have, here, let me back up a little bit. I would have jacked up and played this and left the cue ball somewhere in this general area. And then you have a easy one rail and out right towards the 9 ball off the 8 ball.
Video because I have access to the ultimate pull.
But that's definitely a style thing. This should be fine.
Site thing where you can score ultimate pull matches. And this is pretty straight right here. This is pretty good. I mean, a little more angle than I want.
I don't know if I like this as much as straight top with a little bit of left. Sending the cue ball here and towards the 9. And then play the 9 in the lower left pocket. I would have had to see the angle, though. It does look pretty steep.
This is a makeable ball. Just come up 2 rails to put the 9 in the right side.
Because you can under-hit this or over-hit this or miss.
Oh,
I wouldn't recommend missing, though. That's probably not the best. You did something with look at your elbow and your arm there.
Holy crap. This is freaking painful to watch, man. Just hands me the game on a platter, and I sent it back.
You didn't like the way the steak was done.
Oh, but I'm sprinkling the salt on now, man. You son of a gun.
I hit that. That's the kind of shot I was talking about doing, but
shape, man.
You wanted to be way over here.
It was a little bit better, but he probably doesn't need any better 9-ball shape. He's probably fine.
This one I'm going to warp draw back.
But I'm going to do an ultimate pull match. I don't know when. I don't know how I'm going to set it up, but we'll do like a race to 5. We're going to play with the ultimate pull rules.
Or scratch.
Hate to see it.
There you go. I bet you do.
Hate to see it. But I'll take it.
So that one I needed more draw and less stun.
I'll take it. Gosh.
And I'm wondering if I wasn't feeling comfortable with that stroke because I didn't do that twice now.
Easy 8-ball when he gives it right back to me, I guess.
Yeah.
Oy vey, man. So, I'm going to try and clip this and hide behind the 4, if I remember correctly. But honestly, yeah, I'm just looking to make sure I don't hit the 6. But honestly, I feel like I should get around the 6 if I remember this.
It's kind of a nervy shot. I think you hit the 4 and then hit the 6.
Oh, I did.
Or
and
that.
I also rolled 4.
Yeah.
Don't worry about me, guys.
I just have to get past
The 7
the 8
should likely be down.
and not get stuck on it and not hit it.
6 to the 8. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Let's see
This
what he does.
should be a run out, but yeah, I have to make sure I get a shot on the 2 after I make the 7 here. Or double kiss the 7 and don't make it somehow.
I just said,
I don't know how that happened.
if he gets shape on this 2 ball, making the 7, he should be good. I just said it myself. This is all fine. Cut the 2 into the 7, guys. Also, for people still learning, you always combo that in 9-ball. You never carom that in 9-ball because your cue ball is going to get stuck down there and your object ball is going to come out. So always push your object ball closer to the pocket. Use it to combo, not carom. Most times.
That was good.
So let's see if I can get out of here. So this shot,
I would have liked to be closer to the spot, but this is fine.
I wanted to get a lot straighter than this, which I didn't. So now I'm cutting the heck out of it. So I'm going to go back and forth, I believe, and got to get back to this long rail, and I should be all right. Yep, like this. Back to the long rail. Back to the long. Go, 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 go.
So for those, Drew, I would play 3 rails. 1, 2, 3 and out, and that way you avoid the 8-ball. Something that a high 600, 690-ish player told me was, when you're looking at your lead, figure out what'll happen if you underhit it or you overhit it, and you kind of tend your stroke to be one way. So you're either going to underhit it, like in this case, you underhit it, you're in trouble, so you want to overhit it and make sure you come out more. Otherwise, you land up like this. But this is makeable.
Just silly.
Playing this off the rail with the right spin, a lot of good things can happen. You can also scratch.
Can I kick this? Yeah, the kick is pretty straightforward. Can I get to the 5? I kind of got to the 5.
Good.
Okay. This is Splitsville, man. Splitsville. Do you safe on this and just send it 2 rails? Yeah, he's feeling my pain right there. Or do I cut this? I mean, the cut is not easy.
You want to hear something crazy? I cut this with max left spin. And it totally avoids the 8-ball. So the 5, obviously, you're cutting over here. Left spin goes here, here, and out. And the worst, there's almost no way you can actually get caught behind the 8-ball in this one. The other one you have to do is cut it and go straight up and down, and that brings the 8-ball into play. But this max left shot, it's a shot you have to practice a lot. And I know you say I put a whole bunch of spin. You got to get your comfort zone out to the side of the ball more. But yeah, this is a shot that I like a lot.
Do I come with a shot, stay on the offensive, or do I try to safe? Safing is usually, that's what got me through a lot of the Anthony Cataldi match, and I wish I'd saved more, but...
If you go outside right here, you're in trouble because the 8's big.
Oh, I freaking overcut it.
And then you missed, yeah.
Maybe I'll get lucky with the save, though.
A little bit lucky,
that
but...
worked out. So I did save. What are you guys talking about? I did save.
Okay, you did safe. So I don't have the ball. I don't even think I can hit any of the 5-ball. This is the standard, like how Efren took over the United States shot. The goal, ultimate goal here is make the ball or get safe. Obviously, I suppose that's a goal in every game of 9-ball. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kick this with a little bit. It's top, and you need the top on there. And right, that's a bad angle. Sorry. Oh, jeez, that's even worse. You need the top to stop the ball, and that's even a worse angle. So, jeez. Let's just go off. What I want to do is I want to hit the rail here, go into the 5. It's going to automatically send it towards this side pocket, which is a shot I do practice. But a lot of times it's going to either go here and down or here and down. And depending on how thick you hit the ball, the cue ball can then go this way. It can go up towards the 8. A lot of good things can happen. Even if the cue ball kind of comes out and back here, if the 5 is down here, I mean, granted, the 9 is in a kind of a makeable spot for a carom. So that's a shot I'm trying. Now, when you see this, it's going to look like
That was the shot.
Just tried this.
That was the shot.
That was the shot unless your opponent's good at knowing this kick shot. So I'm lining this up,
eyeing up the,
but I'm also expecting it to go
into the side.
hit the rail and come down bottom table. So this doesn't seem as impressive as it really is, although that looks pretty damn cool, doesn't it? Now, let me get out of the way here. So I'm telling him what was going to happen.
I deserve it.
So now, with the way the cue ball went, if the 5 misses the pocket and it goes down here, I'm safe on the 8. If it goes here and goes into the 9, I'm still safe with the 8. As it is, because I made it, now I should be out.
I deserve it because that was me playing crappy 9 ball, man. I'm gonna pull my hair out. I'm gonna look like Doc Brown by the end of this match. Good
Porte!
grief!
Great Scott!
I deserve it. I mean, dude shouldn't be able to kick balls in like that as much as he is, but whatever.
Here I got a little bit. This is funny.
So I remember seeing this. He's gonna, you got to take this in the side, but I just wasn't sure you'd be able to hold it.
Here's where a lot of years of playing, a lot of draw and a lot of stun shots comes into play.
At least come down to the rail and back, I thought. Maybe he's putting a bunch of stank on it. Let's see.
I also heard a comment, and I can't remember which pro said. I have heard it by a number of pros that say they don't use, because in the olden days we used to just, not olden days, I'm not that old, but I am. I'm older than Drew. If you have a ball here and your cue ball is here, you always hit this with top left because it's the natural running English and it helps throw the ball in, especially when balls back then are completely dirty and the chalk is masters and it's all over the place. The cloth is slow and you need the extra room off of it. I heard a pro say they don't use spin to make the ball, they use spin to kill the cue ball. And if you think about that a lot, and then think about some of the shots that you see them do and how they're able to control the ball on tables that are like glass ice, as far as how slippery they are and how fast they are, then it kind of makes sense. And that's what I've been doing over the last years. And here, this is just, it hits the rail and it dies. And I play that with a little bit of
ease.
Low
shot.
right.
Really good shot.
Just hits it and dies, and I'm sitting here right on the 9. I think first time since the first game I have a lead?
Man.
Is that right? No. Maybe, no, never mind.
Man,
I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Let's see if I can come back.
Dry break. 1 ball lines up perfectly.
Okay.
2 balls sitting right there. 3 balls sitting right there.
The 1 to the 2s connect the dots. Just the 2, I just got to make sure you don't bump the 9 and don't roll down table. So you want kind of a hold shot, kind of a hold angle-ish on the 2. So pretty much a stop shot, I think. I think that's what I just kind of looked at if I want to roll up.
I want the cue ball here, because then I can draw with low right and come out and get a better, you could get a better angle on the 3. Maybe maybe I don't want to come out all the way to the rail, but I mean, you can draw back out here. 3 to the 4 is natural then. I think a stop shot, you're too flat on the ball.
3 to the 4. All I need to do is come out and get around. This is looking okay.
So that's good. You drew out into the angle that I was saying.
Interesting. I wanted more angle than that. So that means I'm going to hit this real soft.
I would not hit
'Cause you
this real
can't roll
soft.
past the 5. This window's actually more narrow than it seems.
This is going to be more of a kill.
Mostly here,
shot
not
here.
so much draw, but this English left and right. So right spin to try and hold this in a straight line and move, don't bump the 9.
Problem. The problem with slow rolling balls is this happens a lot. When I'm putting low right on this and I'm putting more of a stroke in it, if I hit this rail because of the way the spin is, it's gonna go in a lot. Now, if we're playing on 4-inch pockets, that may be a different story, but I don't play on any 4-inch pockets. It's all Pro Cut 4.5 or 4 1/4. The problem here is that when you slow roll stuff, you tend to decelerate your stroke, which is going to under or overcut the ball. That's why I'm putting a firmer stroke on. Niels Fine has a great video on the drag stroke, which maybe would come into play here because you can kill the ball a lot with that stroke, but it's a touch game really, and you have to practice it a lot. I don't want to say that this is a bad miss, because a lot of people who slow roll the ball will miss this ball almost exactly like you did. So that's why I've developed a more firm stroke on a lot of shots, and you'll see me hit the rail sometimes a diamond or a half diamond in and still make it, is because the spin I have on the ball is forcing the ball to kind of just hug that rail and go in. As it is, I know
You guys film yourself play crappy pool, man.
Oh, it's brutal. I know. You don't have to tell me. I've been riding a struggle bus for 3 months, man.
In 9-ball, man. I was up 3-2 in 8-ball.
This is rough because I have to
And he's got a mass
air on this.
He'll probably get.
But I think I can get a good leave on the 3.
Machine. Yep.
Or just that.
Yep. No, I know.
So
3-ball shape sucks, but it's a fairly easy save.
I wanted it to hit the rail and come out, obviously, but
I didn't
yeah.
kick the tripod. That's a good sign.
I kicked something.
But guys, what I was getting at with Ultimate Pull is
You're still talking about Ultimate Pool? It's like an hour
coming to
later.
Arizona. It's coming right down the way from here in Mesa at Dozers in February. Big deal, man. There's going to be a lot of big time players there, and I'm super excited. I'm definitely going, and this is a nice little safe.
I don't like this. Look how I poke at this. One more time.
Big time players there, and I'm super excited. I'm definitely going, and
I poke at it and jab it.
There, and I'm super excited. I'm definitely going, and this is a nice little safe.
I really wanted the cue ball here, and I wanted it to draw. When I do shots like that, I'm trying to draw off the rail and up, and it gives me a ability to hit it a little bit harder because the rail is going to stop it. But instead, just watch here. Those of you who've seen the video know what's going to happen.
But I will say with shots like that, when the angle wasn't much, you can kind of follow where the 3-ball just went. So the way you hit the 3-ball, the left and right spin I don't think was crazy, so just follow the 3-ball where he sent it.
Yep.
And I should be okay to get a hit. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll make one.
Maybe you're lucky and make one and then duck yourself behind the 8-ball.
Save my life.
Beautiful shot, but
I did. And I hooked myself on the floor. Dude.
That's just the pool gods not shining down on you in a very good way that night. Because that was a great shot.
Man, this is tough. This is freaking tough to watch.
This is 9-ball. This is the fun of 9-ball.
A real nice lock-up safety there. Now I'm just gonna end up giving it back. Safety was
kick it in, drift it on for the 5. You're out.
And I just said if I kick this in, I'm gonna hook myself on the 5 anyway. But there's no way I'll kick it in. No, I'll just freaking completely whiff. How do you whiff the ball entirely?
Well, what you do is you don't line up the right path, and then you don't hit it.
Good grief! It's a foot off the rail.
Yeah, that was.
I got work to do, guys. I got work to do. I will say I played some good pool after this. I think you kind of sparked me a little bit. Let's see if I can find my way through this, though.
After the set, we just played 8-ball, rotating between the 3 of us, and Drew held the table for a while.
A much better spot than to put it down here in the bottom right.
I don't know why I did that.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
Go in the corner.
I don't know why I did that and hit it that hard. I mean, this is the angle I wanted, but I wanted the cue ball out here.
But Ultimate Pool's coming to Mesa, man. Coming right down the way. Super exciting. I'm definitely going to go because I'm a big fan of these tournaments. Nice shot, dude. Big fan of these tournaments. But I think I'm going to play. I think there's, I think, they let a lot of scrubs play.
Definitely play it just for the experience.
I'm okay enough. I'm not saying I'm going to really be super competitive, but how cool would that be to
draw like Jordan Shepard in the first round on the TV table or something?
If he's going to be there. He was not at the Louisville Open, I believe. I'm not sure why, but maybe he was winning them too much. No, but to play some cool players like that, just kind of get into the scene. I think I'm a much better 8-ball player than I am a 9-ball.
I don't know what I'm looking at here. I think I'm looking at, so if I want to play this, the problem with leaving is okay, let me back up a little bit. These 3-ball patterns are really important in rotation games. In fact, one of the most recommended drills is to take 3 balls in the cue ball and throw them out, mark them with those little donut sticker things, and then, paper reinforcements. They actually make some for pool. I have ones that actually have the same colors as the pool balls or whatever, but mark them and then run out this pattern in numerical order until you can't miss. And what I mean can't miss is you don't just get sloppy on a leave and leave it on the rail here, because that's considered a miss. You get perfect position every time. And until you can do that 3 times in a row without getting out of line, without missing at all, don't go to the next pattern until you do that. So what I'm looking at here is I need to, and this may seem basic, but the pocket line of the 8-ball is like here. I need to get on this side of it so that I can naturally float down either this way or that way for the 9. If I get straight in, which I tend to do a lot, it's tougher because then I have to cheat the pocket a little bit and go past it. If I get on this side of it, now I'm going away from the 8. Cue ball is going this way, which isn't terrible, but it just makes the 8 more missable. And it goes back again to what I was talking about working harder to make it easier. So I don't know why I'm really looking at playing on the side here.
To at least, win a few racks.
I could just come straight out,
but
I could do 2 rails and out.
Yeah. Looking forward to that.
And play the 8 in the corner and then natural position somewhere on the 9. I mean, it's just...
That'll be really cool, guys.
You could tell I'm not in my pool head if I'm playing this really for the side here.
It's Valentine's Day weekend, so...
We'll see what I do. Okay, I decided to spin... Never mind. Ignore everything I said, but this is like the ideal because now I can float 1 or 2 rails down.
Let's see here. This is a pretty nice angle.
Here, or just here and here. Sorry for all those weird lines. I could also draw it. I could just draw straight down here. A lot of ways to get on this ball. And I just drew it straight down.
And he's right there for another straight in 9-ball.
And I think this is, like Drew said, I think this is finally where I felt a little bit comfortable in shooting.
That 2-ball screwed me on that one. That 2-ball got me.
We're on the hill. Is that a foul if I touch the cue ball before it stops moving?
I haven't really won a game since 8-ball. He scratched on a 9-ball, but...
Of course, on the hill you try a little bit extra harder on the break, which means...
He's got the 1, and the 7-ball's having its own party down here, man. All right. He can see the 1. The 1 to the 2. You want to...
So when you're looking at patterns in 9-ball, you want to look at your problem areas, which is obviously this, but everything goes. You need to get like here on the 4, need to get like here on the 3 to get here on the 4. So how do I get there on the 3? I need the cue ball either like here or here, where I have to kind of contend with the 8s a little bit. So that's what I'm looking at for patterns.
I kind of get straight, almost back to where he is now, and then probably draw back for the 3 in the left side.
I don't like going to the left side because you got to get back on the 4.
I don't know, because the 4 balls...
Let me pause it. So Drew just said he wants me to get... And sorry, I don't know how much of Drew's voice is going to come through on this. I do have it on separate channels, so I should be able to mix it in. But besides one. If I'm here... Let's say cue ball is here, so I have a little bit more room, and I draw back, and I play the 3, I don't have a way to get to the 4. Because I need to go this way, and the only way to go is into the 5. So I really want to be over here to play the 3 in this side so that I can float over for the 4 on the same side, and then the 5 opens up and goes everywhere.
The question mark. So that might be where we see some issues happen here.
So I just draw the bejesus out of it for whatever reason. But I have a good angle now to get 2 rails over to the 3 in the right side.
Now I think you're going to take this. Yeah, he's going to be shaping the 3 in the side where the cue ball is. But what to do with this 4 ball, because the 4 ball does not go in that top left pocket. It doesn't really go anywhere except for this right side pocket.
The right side,
we'll
yep.
See. We'll see where this shakes out.
I need to be right here on the back of my neck for the shot on the 4. It's pretty cool. The camera just makes me a shadow. Now,
it's kind of locked in a little more now.
I don't like
I got
this.
Some lucky rolls through 8 ball in the beginning.
Don't like that at all.
He went with draw there. Really
because
felt like that was a
follow
stun shot all day long.
That should have been a follow. Come out this way,
shot all day long
off the rail and off of here. And I was comfortable in shooting the draw shots, but now I gotta come. This is going here. I gotta go all the way up here. Probably not this far off the table though. I can't hit the 7. I can't hit it too light. I can almost overhit it to all the way down here and still be fine, because then the 4 goes down past the 9 in the pocket. I think this is just center ball with maybe a touch of right. Instead, I just drew into the
ball. You knew it was going to be trouble.
7 ball,
and it was. He's going to give me one last.
I think
chance
there I
here.
needed no draw, and I needed just a tad of right to just cut
in 3 balls,
angle up,
right?
going back up.
Way kicking wing comes alive here. He's going to give me one more chance. Look how open all this is.
It's not really open because it's a
here.
dead carom on the 5.
Get me back here. Give me a chance to bring this to 5-6.
Can't you see the dead carom on the 5? It's so obvious.
He's kicking.
Boom.
Oh, was it legal?
So I'm going to skip a bunch of this.
Legal?
In the original video, we do go over
so
this.
Point,
it was a legal shot.
He said, I'm not sure if it was or not. He's like, I think it might have been. I was like, I really don't know. And we look, and I said, we can review the tape. So we stop and review the tape.
I'll leave this on. Yeah, we took he's using his iPhone for camera. He took the phone down. We looked at it. We went back and forth frame by frame, and it either hits at the same time or the 4 ball moves first.
The 4 ball does move first.
So no matter either way, it's a legal shot.
There's one frame where the 4 ball moves first. I don't know how slow I can get this when we go back through this, but
and the other thing when you're
the camera down,
when these shots happen, listen to them, and if you hear 2 distinct hits, then you know 1 ball was hit first. If you hear just one hit,
it's my last chance.
You should be able to hear them really close together too.
Bring it back, and we did, and it was a good freaking hit, man. He kicks it in again.
I tried to give it to you, Drew. Now here I don't have an angle on the 4, it's straight in, so I'm just going to float down for the 7. I'm going to cheat the pocket as much as I can to get this angle over here.
Let's see.
So that's one of the few times I will roll the ball.
Pocket, but
I didn't worry about getting on the rail because I knew I just would have a shot in the 7 that 8 is right there. So all I have to do is make this. Could make the 8 from almost the entire table.
Correct. This is the shot. Little break and run finish here. Yep.
I hit it a little too much follow on that, but I mean this is
point right here.
Perfect.
Like he's catching a gear. So like I said, he's a damn good shot. He's a lot better than me.
Thank you, Drew.
I don't think we were seeing his best game through a lot of this. I think I shit the bed, but I think right here at this point he's starting to really get warmed up, and he played John right after this. We didn't film that, and I forget how it ended up.
I'll leave it right here. The match against John was 7-3. John actually had and we started with 9 ball, which I thought was interesting. I think John just wanted to play 9 ball. I don't think John warmed up at all before that match. He warmed up before Drew and I were playing a little bit, but he hadn't played. I mean, you could see the tape here. It was probably an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and a half match. Maybe not an hour and a half, but in between all the racking and stuff. And John gave me 2 games of 9 ball, I think. But I was in a much better place. I broke and ran 2 on him in that set, and they were legitimate break and runs and not this kicking the 4-ball combo, carom, 2-rail leave perfect stuff that I did here. But let's see what he has to
John
say.
got a game or 2 or 3 or maybe even 4, but he whooped
3.
John too. Just kind of joking around, hanging out the whole time. Adam, this was a great match. Thanks for letting me film it. Do chime in below and defend yourself in the comments, man. These people are ruthless. They're gonna say you're like a strong 450, I bet.
All right, I'm pausing it there. I'm stopping it here. Back to my full screen camera. Drew, thank you very much for playing. This was a lot of fun. We're going to have to do this again for sure. Spring, we're probably not going to go to Phoenix in the summer because I don't want to burn to a crisp alive as soon as I hit the sun hits my skin. But spring or fall is probably going to be the times that we're going to be down there. We may plan a Christmas down there for a week or 2 or whatever, but we'll figure it out in the future. I am a little disappointed in the comments on your channel that only one person questioned my Fargo. I was expecting more from YouTube. I really was. But anyway, this video is probably going to be way longer than the original. I'm looking at right now, I'm at like 1 hour and 52 minutes. I'm going to try to cut out as much as I can. There's a lot of stuff in there that you can just refer to the original video on. I don't really have to talk about. I really kind of commentated on both of our games, and I was only going to really answer my stuff, but it just happened to turn out this way. So make sure you subscribe to this. Hit like, leave me a comment below, let me know what you thought. If you haven't seen the Drew match, you want just this, make sure you see the Drew match. It'll be on a card at some point in links and descriptions, and his channel will be in the description and things like that. Drew, thank you very much. John, thank you very much, even though you weren't on the video at all. Until next time, I have some cool things coming up. 3 completely different formats that we haven't done. One may be similar to this APA Masters that Matt and I played. We'll see what happens in the next few weeks. And until next time, we'll see you later.